Sun's awake, sky painted gold. Coffee's hot, pack a bowl to hold. The cove's alive with ocean breeze. Tropical rhythms flow through the trees. Feet in the sand, morning lights aglow. We spark it up and let the smoke flow. A fresh new day, no need to rush. With every hit we lift and hush. Pump it up, it's the morning flow. So with the sunrise, let the good vibes grow. Cove skies high, clouds in the air. Pump it up, breathing without care. Feel the warmth as the morning ignites. Smoke and sway in these cold blue lights. Pass it around, keep the moment bright. Pump it up, let's take flight. Wake and bake, everything feels right. Tropical rhythms guiding the light. Palm leaves sway, waves kiss the shore. One puff in, who could ask for more? Another sip, another spark in hand. Morning magic spreads across the land. No worries here, no stress or rush. We move to the beat with a gentle hush. Pump it up, it's the morning flow. So with the sunrise, let the good vibes grow. Cove skies high, clouds in the air. Pump it up, breathing without care. Feel the warmth as the morning ignites. Smoke and sway in these cold blue lights. Pass it around, keep the moment bright. Pump it up, let's take flight. Pump it up, it's the morning flow. Toke with the sunrise, let the good vibes grow. Cove skies high, clouds in the air. Pump it up, breathing without care. Feel the warmth as the morning ignites. Smoke and sway in these cold blue lights. Pass it around, keep the moment bright. Pump it up, let's take flight. The sun is rising, a new day's here. Cove TV Morning Show, bringing the cheer. Coffee's brewing, the vibes are right. Load up that bowl, we're ready to reignite. Coming up next is the show you know. Cove TV Morning, where good vibes flow. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Tag your friends, let them all be there. From early dawn to the morning light, Cove TV's here to make it bright. We've got the news, the fun, the groove. So grab your coffee, get in the mood. Coming up next, it's the show you know. Cove TV Morning, where good vibes flow. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Tag your friends, let them all be there. The day's just starting, the energy's high. Cove TV Morning, it's time to fly. We've got the tunes, the laughs, the fun. So settle in, the show's just begun. Whether you're waking up or just getting in, Cove TV Morning is where you begin. With coffee in hand and a smile so wide, we're bringing rise low. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Tag your friends, let them all be there. Cove TV Morning, the place to be. With coffee, a bowl, and community. So start your day with us in tow. Cove TV Morning, let's start the show. Cove TV Morning, the place to be. With coffee, a bowl, and community. So start your day with us in tow. Cove TV Morning, let's start the show. In your eyes, I see you shining bright like the morning sky. That's got its ups and downs, its twists and turns, but every step you take is a lesson learned. When the road gets rough and you feel unsure, just know you're a fighter, you're meant to endure. Beanz is here to say you're doing just fine. You got the heart, the strength, you've got the shine. Beanz hopes you have a wonderful day. You're amazing, don't forget, in every way. When life gets tough, just remember this truth. You're strong, you're brave, and you've got the proof. Every challenge you face, every mountain you climb, shows the power within every single time. So smile, stand tall, don't be led astray. Beanz hopes you have a wonderful day. You got that courage, you got that fire. You're the kind of person who lifts others higher. When the weight feels heavy and the path seems long, remember you're built to be tough and strong. You're a rock star, a warrior, no need to pretend. You got the grit and the heart to the very end. So go out and conquer whatever comes your way. Beanz knows you've got this every single day. Beanz hopes you have a wonderful day. You're amazing, don't forget, in every way. When life gets tough, just remember this truth. You're strong, you're brave, and you've got the proof. Every challenge you face, every mountain you climb, shows the power within every single time. So smile, stand tall, don't be led astray. Beanz hopes you have a wonderful day. When the world feels heavy and you're feeling low, just take a deep breath and let that strength show. You're not just surviving, you're living out loud. Be proud of who you are, stand tall and be proud. Life's just a test of how far you've come. You're shining like the brightest sun. So keep your head high, let the worries fade. Beanz is cheering you on every step of the way. You have a wonderful day. You're amazing, don't forget, in every way. When life gets tough, just remember this truth. You're strong, you're brave, and you've got the proof. Every challenge you face, every mountain you climb, shows the power within every single time. So smile, stand tall, don't be led astray. Beanz hopes you have a wonderful day. Hey you, yeah, you're gonna be okay. Beanz believes in you each and every day. So go out there, shine, let nothing get in your way. Beanz hopes you have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Hashtag let's fucking go.
Yerp, yerp.
Fuck you, Facebook. Fuck you, Facebook.
Hot Pockets.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
What is up, everybody? Happy frickin' Thursday. I don't know, it makes sense, but it's out there now.
I always just say happy Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday.
Oh, all right. Happy throwback dodgeball throw-in Thursday. Hey.
Ooh,
hey. I like that.
Hey.
Good morning, everybody. Cheers. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday morning. Good morning, my beautiful Amber. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Good morning, Crystal.
Good morning, Kay. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Good morning, Brad. What's going on?
What is up, Christina? How are you this morning? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
What's going on, Deb Rose? Hope you're having a good start to your day.
Good morning, Mr. Boxman. How are you, brother?
What's going on, Ma? Hope you're excited for some dodgeball later. I am.
What's up, Bill? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day, man.
What's going on, Jersey May? Good morning. Hope you're well.
Good morning, CJ. How are you, dear? Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Vicki. White Tiger victory.
Maybe. Probably not.
No, it's going to happen.
Good morning, Nikki. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Ashley Stevens. How are you doing on this fine Thursday?
Good morning, Brother Copsey. How are you doing, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
What's going on, Fabi? Hope you're having a better day than what your message said. Hopefully it got better. I get that. My daughter gets them too. Good morning.
Good morning, Candy. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Mindy Jane. Hope you're well.
Booyakasha, Mr. Magic. How are you this morning, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
What's up, Danny Hansen? How are you doing this morning?
I hope everybody's off to a wonderful start to their day. I think it's time we wake and bake. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
The morning's here, the horizon glows. With every comment, a connection grows. Coffee steam rises, a comforting sight. Your smiles, your vibes make the day feel right. The Cove awakens, together we shine. Each of you here is a blessing divine. Cannabis sparks and the laughter flows. In this sunrise moment, the magic shows. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Through every dawn, we've built this bond. A family of light, stretching far and beyond. Rolling the herb, sharing the brew. Moments like this feel sacred with you. The rhythm of life, gentle and kind, echoes in hearts with peace intertwined. Together we stand as the morning breaks. A sunrise with you is all it takes. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Every smile you share, every story told, a treasure we hold, more precious than gold. You lift the light, you brighten the way. The Cove feels alive with you every day. Oh, wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you.
Cheers, cheers, everybody. Good morning, Erica. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Brother James. How are you, man? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good. Oh, that was it. Okay. Morning update for this morning, Thursday, January 16th, 2020, something or another. Dang, that fucking dab got me. All right, we got getting, we got stoned, we got again. Brad, if you're still rocking with us, you want to drop that word with? Otherwise, Ma, do you want to drop that word with? You would be the next getting stoned worder. My only friends. Perfect. Stoned again with. Okay. Let's see. Well, bitch ass dab time won the trophy yesterday, so we're not going to talk about that. But today we've got morning speaker this morning. We've got a sportsy themed Dodgeball News Network themed morning speaker, and then we'll Dodgeball News Network and dive into everything you might have missed from last weekend, or to catch up on where all the teams are. We are in season 4, week 2 of Dodgeball. Good morning, Angela. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Thank you, Ma. Turf Wars tonight. We're in week 31. That's fucking crazy. Red Cobras are in first place. The Russo family is in second, and I want to say the Nightshade Brotherhood is creeping up in third place. I want to say Man-Bear is in fourth place.
Yeah.
The Falconettis are down to their compound. There will be a compound fight tonight. So see if the Falconettis can stay in the game. If they lose, we'll be back to doing bye weeks, and we'll be on to 2 matches of Turf Wars tonight. It's crazy.
It's a how would you put it? An interesting dichotomy.
It's very interesting.
I got it. I stole that from you 100%, man. I had to give you
credit. Not my word, bro. It's a real word.
No, I know. I'm just saying you say it like that.
I do say it.
Interesting dichotomy. Because it's 15 on 10 when you come down to your compound fight. So it's not just 10 on 10 normal Turf Wars. And as we have found out this last
few fucking 15 matches.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. It does not matter.
It don't matter. Me and Europe went at it on Halloween. Okay, Halloween. Firehawks versus the White Tigers, 15 on 5. We still went down to 1-on-1, and that was 15 on 5. He won, but damn.
Just when the multiple times that the Firehawks and the Shadow Vipers went at it, the Shadow Vipers fought back so many times with their 15. But I know some of them. I know, it was Europe's match when he was down to a compound. He had 15. Yeah, and he was the first 5 off, so it was an even match right away. But
yeah,
it is actually not bad here this morning. It's -4.
Mm-hmm.
It's really actually not bad. I was outside in a t-shirt earlier. I really was. It's not windy. It's just like a dead cold. So I mean, it's fine.
I mean, you're all like, it's not bad. It's -4. I'm like, yeah, it's 30, 34 here, maybe 32 now.
Thank you very much, Fabi. I love the tunes that we play around here. You can only hear the Cove TV music, the Cove TV tunes or whatever on Cove TV. We do that for a few different reasons. Fuck you, Facebook.
Yep.
I don't know, Man-Bear, what do you got going on? What do you got to add this morning?
Well, when you said fuck you Facebook, I unfortunately wanted to say fuck you Supertramp and a couple other bands, but I love them. They just won't let us play the fucking music.
Yeah, there's a lot of music they won't let us play.
No, and Beanz works really hard on his tracks, man, and he doesn't even tell me when new songs are coming out. Sometimes all of a sudden, he just like throw a song on. I'm like, hey, I don't think I've heard this one yet.
It's much more funner that way.
And then there was a song that I don't know why it just hit me just right, and we couldn't find it.
Good morning, Cornbread. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Do you remember the great 2-day song search for Man-Bear? We were looking for one
at least
song.
we figured out which one it was.
Yeah, it was such a good one too. It was such I thought that it was one of the songs that you actually didn't make. I thought it was like I'm not trying to be weird, but I thought it was like a song that you were just like, oh, this one's good, you know? And then you're like, no, I made that. And I was like, you made that? Damn, son. It's got soul.
That's why I say like 95% of the music we play, 95% of the music we play on Cove TV is Cove TV produced music. Good morning, Sandra. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Usually if we play something else, I'll try to credit it, or if like Token Tunes, like you guys know that it's just other songs, or
yeah,
if we do like mashups or whatever. At 2, 1, 0, final countdown or something.
So I guess my saying I wanted you to win Turf Wars kind of worked on the jinx factor.
I mean, I'll still take a Turf Wars win tonight, though. Let's go 16 properties.
No, I gotta.
It's up peaking. It's trying.
It's trying.
It's trying, a little ball in the sky.
That looks so cool. 420.
Happy 420, everybody.
Yerp, yerp.
Smoke weed every day.
Cheers, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful start to the day. Yeah, so Angela, it's kind of funny that you say that. Like, I've always been a morning show person. Like, I like watching morning shows. I like watching like Good Morning Football on NFL Network. That's a great fucking football morning show. I've always been a fan of like news. Like, I could give a fuck less about the news. I like to like if you can find some good anchors that have a good repertoire between each other, that shit's dope. If you can actually see them like if they actually seem like they get along and like are genuinely fucking delivering information whilst also hanging out and giving each other shit and whatever the case may be, I'm super down for that. And I was like, man, there's no like morning show for stoners. I mean, there is, but I mean, like not tonight. Not so I was like, I want to do a morning show for stoners, and then it just evolved from there. But I mean, this was a lot more cannabis focused when we started. And it's just shifted, which is fine. Yay! Good morning, Chance. How are you this morning, brother?
Nice.
Awesome green crack.
Love it.
And then we kind of figured out, I don't know, that morning show, what we were going to do, and then it started evolving from there. And then, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just staring at the sun.
Oh, no worries. Cornbread, you don't have to be present. If you win, you win. That's the nice thing about the subscriber giveaways on Wednesdays is everyone is amazing. I love everybody that hangs out in the Cove. I truly mean that. Hey, what up, Frequency Air? Good morning, man. I hope you're having a wicked, wonderful day. Man-Bear's a much better DJ scratch person than I am.
Let me get a few more bong rips in. I gotta get in the right frame on. But yeah. Get the
even like if you are up and I say hi to Ash, or sometimes I'll be like DJ but it's like really bad. You're so much better at it.
Like I said, if I had another son and I was a DJ, I would call him Eric.
Yeah, there is so much more to those who smoke weed than the fact that we smoke weed. And I've always said I've loved like, you know, just watching the comments as they come through or whatever. And like, even like during a segment where we're not talking at all and like just the conversation between each other. I love seeing like people from so many different walks of life connect over, obviously like we all connect over cannabis, but I mean like connect over like simpler shit. Like, you know, like just for instance, you know, like Fabi, I want to use your daughter having a nosebleed example. Everybody's like, oh man, I've been there. I don't know what you're talking about. That's a shitty situation. That sucked. You know what I mean? Like, it's very cool to see that and just the simple connection over the littlest things.
Yeah. My daughter randomly wakes up with nosebleeds too, and so did my brother. I'm not saying it randomly runs in the family, but kind of seems like it kind of does.
Yeah, absolutely, Fabi. I look forward to the morning show every morning. It's just, you know, there's mornings when like, I mean, I'm human too. There's mornings I wake up and I'm just like, oh, coffee, and I'm dragging ass. And the morning show is always a great way. It gets my morning started every fucking morning. It's just, I don't know, it's incredible. I love it.
I feel bad when I get a slow start to the morning because I know Beanz. I give him anxiety. He's like, "Is Man-Bear gonna be here?" It's like 10 minutes. It's like 8 minutes. It's like 3 minutes. It's like, all right, and then I'll like jump in and be like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, we're ready to go." And it's like right away. Like, yeah, I'm like, I know I give him a little anxiety in the morning.
Man, not too bad usually. What's the thing is before you started coming up all the time.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely, Fabi.
All right, we'll play a song and we'll jump into our This Day in History with the one and only Vicki Bowers.
Hold on.
Cheers, cheers.
Strike the flame, let the ember ignite. A spark of truth in the heart of the night. Rolling waves meet the sky so wide. In the cove where we let the world collide. Pass it around, let the moment stay. The cove's a beacon, lighting the way. Every puff, a connection is born. Through the smoke, we weather the storm. ritual's here, a bond so tight, rolling together under soft starlight. The fire burns, it warms our soul. In the cove we all feel whole. Light the way, let the spark take flight. Take flight. Through the haze, we shine so bright. Canopy skies, where hearts align. Hearts align. Light the way, it's our time to unwind. Pack it tight, watch the magic glow. A ritual only the cove will know. From bongs to blunts, it's all the same. The spark unites us, it's not a game. Sip your coffee, feel the rise. The morning haze meets golden skies. Cannabis clouds float high above. The cove is a haven of light and love. Hand to hand, the circle flows. A place where only good vibes grow. Feel the rhythm, let it stay. Together in the cove, we light the way. Light the way, let the spark take flight. Take flight. Through the haze, we shine so bright. Cannabis skies, where hearts align. Light the way, it's our time to unwind.
The way, let the spark take flight. Take flight. Through the haze, we shine so bright.
Cannabis skies, where hearts align. Light the way, it's our time to
I'm good. I'm just gonna hand it over to Man-Bear.
Yeah, we're good. He's just gonna remind himself how to breathe. And don't do what I do. It's not 2 out and 1 in. That's a different situation. Yeah. Hope you're all having a good start to your day here. I'm just breaking up some of this beautiful pink kush I got. Yeah. Get that drink in you, buddy. You'll be good. It's hard. I have a weird technique of stopping the cough. I hold my breath and try to take a sip of coffee to kill it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you gotta turn the camera off. No, I'm
Bro,
kidding.
it's a pot shot if you're gonna spit that shit everywhere or die on it trying to cough with it in your mouth.
It's such it's a 50-50, man. It's such a 50-50. You don't know. Yeah. Classic.
Fuck. All right, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah, not yet. I'm getting there.
Kind of. One day. That's the goal.
My goal every day is to be better at coughing than I was the day
Hey,
before.
did I tell you this joint I'm rolling is going to be brought to you by Campbell's? It's chunky.
That chunky monkey. I know that's not the song, but still.
No. Brass monkey, you're thinking. Brass monkey, that funky monkey.
I know it
Brass.
should have been chunky monkey. The chunky monkey.
Dude,
So,
that was the
you know the song Fancy by that one chick?
No.
I'm so fancy.
No, sorry, man. That's all you.
What? Anyway, it was a super popular song. I was really baked one night.
Yeah.
I'm so prancy, like a baby deer, and that's always been how I thought of that song. All right, and that's on YouTube forever, but I don't give a fuck. It's Thursday.
Yeah. It was
Double
a
Nose
short
has a
segment.
video.
Nobody timestamped it or anything. Screenshot. That's like yesterday.
What day
during
is it? Oh, it's the 16th.
Saturday.
No, you're good.
So
What day is it? January?
yeah, May. I was writing down all the
Yeah,
terpenes.
that's what it is.
I was writing down all the terpenes because it was getting interesting, but I was writing them on my wall over here because I had no
Oh,
paper. So I'm like,
Jesus.
there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's at least 11 terpenes
That was
written on the
dope.
wall.
If
That was
anybody missed
really
it,
dope.
go back and rewatch the midday session with the Dabber chick yesterday. On Wednesday, she's going to try to present some sort of like knowledge, and she's
Yes.
covering terpenes and stuff right now. It's really interesting.
I actually love the study of terpenes because we've definitely moved away from THC content to a terpene profile to help a more medicinal side of the smoker, not just the recreational, which is great because I know that certain people can't have certain terpenes in their weed because for the, I want to say it's not the limonene, it's the limonene or the pinene. I know that someone's actually allergic to that or something in that, and they can't have that in their weed or it like really irritates them. So it's good to have those studies out there and the information getting out.
Oh, I think it's early for Jello shots, Mindy. So let's go Red Runs. And I meant that because it's a strain of weed name. But
Wait, what kind of Jello shots?
what kind? What flavor?
Sorry.
Okay, funny story. Real quick before this thing history.
Yeah.
Horrible story. So
Uh-oh.
not like nothing bad happened.
Yeah.
I was like 20, and I lived in a town called Round Lake. And 60 miles from Round Lake was another town called Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And I had some buddies that lived there, and they wanted some herbs. So I was like, all right, it's fine. I'll drive over there. And got over there, whatever. This was like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know. And they were like, oh, you want to drink? And I was like, no, I'm not going to be drinking or whatever. Like, I got to drive back. So it was me and my buddy. We were in my mom's car, and my buddy didn't have a license, but I did. So somebody showed up. I don't remember who. And they brought like a fucking big ass bag of Jello shots, like already made Jello shots. And I was like, oh man, this whole night just went downhill real quick. Like, so then end of the night, we had to drive back to Round Lake. So I was too shit-faced to drive. I do not condone drinking and driving. So I sat in the driver's seat sleeping with the cruise set while my buddy steered from the passenger seat on the interstate. 60 miles. Don't condone that action, but it's a true story that happened. All right, here we go. This day in history.
I hope the audio's good. I don't have anything plugged in for a microphone here. How do you like that afternoon sun? It has been a topsy-turvy day here at the Bowers household. We're all out of routine. We had to have a plumber come out and do some repairs. And we're not done with the day yet. So I'm just here at the beginning of the video to tell you I don't have any idea what we're going to talk about, but there's going to be a word, some events, and a song. All righty. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see what tomorrow looks like. All righty. Take care and stay curious. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for January 16th. January 16th is the 16th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 349 days remaining to the end of the year, 350 if it happens to be a leap year, as 2024 is. Today's word is spunky. Spunky is an adjective that means full of spunk. Courageous, spirited, unwilling to give up, often in a lively or playful way. Some example sentences could be, that spunky little dog chased the intruder right out of the yard, or her spunky attitude in the face of adversity inspired everyone around her, or even though he was the youngest one in the class, his spunky disposition made him stand out. The word spunky, being full of spunk, comes to us from Scottish, Gaelic before that, and the noun form spunk meant a small fire or spark. The adjective form spunky then meant showing a small fire or spark. It was easy then to apply that description to personality traits. First known use of the noun spunk is in the 1530s and the adjective spunky in 1786. Spunky. Just shy of a week ago, we talked about Julius Caesar crossing the Rubicon River against the demands of the Roman Senate not to do so, and their orders to disband his army. He did cross that river, and a civil war ensued. Now remember that the marking of time, BC, counts down to 0 and then back up to now. So this was in 49 BC when Caesar crossed the Rubicon. The civil war followed, Caesar prevailed, and these 22 years later, Gaius Julius Caesar Octavianus was granted the title Augustus by the Roman Senate, marking the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. Caesar ruled until the year 14 AD, 41 years as I reckon, until his death at the age of 75. The Crusades were a series of religious wars that took place, best I can tell, beginning in about the 700s and lasting off and on into about the 1700s. So they'd been going on for a while by the time the Council of Nablus took place. Interestingly, this Council of Nablus was kind of a mixed affair, looking to deal with both religious and secular matters. It established 25 ordinances and regulations and leaves behind the earliest surviving written laws of what is known as the Crusader Kingdom of Jerusalem. Golly, we just mentioned this guy the other day. Ross Bagdasarian Sr. was born on January 27, 1919. We know him by his stage name, David Seville, creator of the cartoon band Alvin and the Chipmunks. He also did a novelty song called Witch Doctor back in 1958. That one also hit #1. Before that, he was a stage and film actor. You can look for him in Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. He's the piano player in that movie. Other songs he wrote were Come On to My House by Rosemary Clooney and Hey Brother, Pour the Wine by Dean Martin. Mr. Bagdasarian passed away of a heart attack on January 16, 1972, at the age of 52. Harvey Philip Specter was born December 26, 1939. We're more familiar with him as the American record producer and songwriter Phil Spector. He's famous for a music production style known as the Wall of Sound and came to be one of the most successful producers of the 1960s, one of the most influential figures in pop music history. Beginning in 1958, he wrote or co-wrote such songs as To Know Him Is to Love Him, Be My Baby, Chapel of Love, To Do Ron Ron, River Deep Mountain High, Take Me Home Tonight, Then He Kissed Me, Walking in the Rain, and You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling, just to name a few. He co-founded the Phillies record label when he was 21, making him the youngest ever U.S. label owner at that time. We've mentioned the session musician group known as the Wrecking Crew several times before. Those folks were Phil's house band. By the mid-70s, Phil Spector had produced 18 top 10 singles for various artists. The Righteous Brothers, You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin', and the Beatles, The Long and Winding Road, are a couple of chart toppers that Phil produced. Great work. He began to wind down work in the 1980s and began to isolate and exhibit increasingly erratic behavior. He may have developed a drug or alcohol problem. In 2003, he was convicted of murdering a young woman at his home. Phil Spector passed away in prison on January 16th, 2021. He was 81. Whether he wrote or produced the song or managed the group, we have definitely talked before about songs that were associated with Phil Spector in some way or another. Phil was only ever in one music group, the Teddy Bears. So let's talk today about a song written by Phil Spector and released for the first time by the Teddy Bears. The title was inspired by a phrase on his late father's headstone that read, To know him was to love him. This sweet little song called To Know Him Is to Love Him was released by the Teddy Bears in September of 1958, made it to the #1 spot on the brand new Billboard Hot 100 chart in 1958. The song was changed a little in title and lyrics to To Know You Is to Love You, performed by Peter and Gordon and Bobby Vinton. And in 1987, Dolly Parton, Linda Ronstadt, and Emmylou Harris released the song as a single in January of 1987, and then on an album titled Trio in March of that year. What stunning voices those ladies have. To Know Him Is to Love Him, written by Phil Spector. I've included the Teddy Bears and the Dolly Parton, Linda Ronstadt, and Emmylou Harris versions in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Yes, much love, Vicki Bowers. We super duper love you. This Day in History every morning. It's a great way to start the morning show. I love that it's our first segment of the day. Please make sure that you are following Vicki Bowers on Facebook and YouTube and Rumble and Odyssey and BitChute. Please check out her blog page. And here is the song of the day. And I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Vicki, I hope things are not as stressful as it sounded to be. Yeah. Real, but life be lifing. I don't know if I know this song. Doo-da, doo-da. We're going to go like this real quick. Oh, dee-doo-da day. All right. I want to say it sounds familiar, but I really don't think that it does.
Well, I mean, I'm older than you, and it doesn't sound familiar to me. So.
What's the other one? Oh, this is a different one, but so this is Dolly Parton, Linda Ronstadt, and Emmylou Harris. Dang! That's called the Trio. That's what it says. It's a trio.
Yeah. A lot of artists did stuff together. People don't realize, man. Like, you look at what Eric Clapton did, and even like Jimi Hendrix in the early days and stuff. What was the one band I'm thinking of? Cream. Cream was the one band, had some amazing artists in it. So many bands in the early days weren't themselves yet. You know what I mean? Like, there was Eric Clapton, there was all of them, but they were actually in bands. So they came out after, some of their first bands, and I love that. Ooh, yeah.
You can make it there?
I forgot I had coffee.
So what does everybody got going on for their day of Thursdays of days?
Dodgeball.
I did put a schedule-y deal on the Cove page this morning. I'm going to try to do that every morning, but I'm really...
Yeah, no, it's good. Well, it's good because I noticed that we do have new people coming in, and sometimes when you come into the middle of a game, you're like, what is going on here? Because
I need to work on the format of it a little bit. It was kind of like I've always thought about doing it, but it was kind of like a last minute, like, oh shit, I really should probably start doing this, and then I just kind of threw it together and put it on. But I want to format it so that way there's a date on there, so that way, like, when you're scrolling Facebook and you see something from November and you're like, huh.
Yeah. I mean, notifications usually aren't that late, but
Oh, bro, there's nothing for me to be scrolling Facebook, see everything from like this week, and all of a sudden, like I'm just using Jeremy was the last comment, so I'm just using him for an example. Like, see one of his posts from like the end of October. Like, it's just a brand new post, and then like the next one will just be regular. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like Facebook's messing with you just to see if you're like,
yeah. On the ball. And I was just using your name as an example, Jeremy. You were the last comment that popped in right before Christina's.
I want to go wherever the sun is right now, eh?
That's a really hot place to be, is from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's better than a really cold place where we all is right now.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys got lots of snow over in the east. Hey, much love, Bill. Let me try to call Bill a different, like, you know how like Bill is short, or like, but I feel like it should be short for like Billsif or Billip, like not Philip, Billip.
Ooh, Billiam, like William.
Billiam,
but
that's a classic one. Billiam's a classic one. But
yeah, I've seen it's just like my friend's pregnant here with his third kid, and I asked him, I said, so do you know what you're going to name your kid? He said, some kind of K name. And I said, I know the K names are very vast, and there's so many variations on the K names as opposed to other names we looked at. The K names are very, very, very versatile. Like, you could have names like Kara, say just for example, like Kara or something, right? But then you Kara Lee or Kara Ann, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely. All of my animals have always had middle names, and I usually will pick their first name and let their middle name come. So like when Lucy, my dog before Morgan, her middle name was Lucy, her middle name was Lou, so she was Lucy Lou. Morgan's middle name is May. My old dog Jasmine, her middle name is Jade. The cats had middle names. I'm very, so that way, because if I say like, she knows all of her different names. Like if I call her Babe Bear, she knows what that means. She knows, like, if I call her Morgie or Morgan, if I'm like Morgan May, she knows what that means.
We have Spirit, who is just Spirit. She's the only one that has one name, and I call her Princess. I don't know why or where that started, but I call Spirit Princess. And Ziggy, I call him Zigzag sometimes. I have no reason why. Just, what's up, Zigzag? And Nova, Nova's actual name is Nova Gracie. But that's like her whole name. There's no middle name. But I know. So I was going to say, sorry, what I was trying to get. My cat, Charlie, he was Charlie Chuko Humbert Hugo.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. I think my wife named him, and it just flowed,
My brother Justin has a dope-ass orange indoor-outdoor tabby cat named Steven. He's Steven Tyler. Like, Steven Tyler. And he's such a dope cat. He's so cool. He just does his own thing, man. He's a big motherfucker, bro. He's a big ass. Like, he's a tomcat, bro.
My nephew has the best name. He has like I would call my cousin's or my nephew's name like a Clark Kent kind of name. His name is Jackson K-Pack. I was like, man, he's the next Superman, just like Jackson K-Pack coming.
That sounds like a sports player name.
Right? Yeah. I know what you mean. Like
a basketball player name. I don't know.
Yeah. Jackson
or even
K-Pack
like I know that like you get, but like being from hockey towns is hugely influential on people's names. It's crazy.
Oh man! So the reason why he's named Jackson is because my brother's a big Michael Jackson fan. Okay. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah. And
but if I think of like Jackson, I think of like hockey, basketball type deal. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean too. Bo Jackson, freaking. There's like a billion of them, man.
There was a kid from Laverne that I knew, not on like but like I met him and I interacted with him. He's a great kid. He went from Laverne to the University of Minnesota to play hockey for the Gophers. Nice. And he was their center, and he was their team captain and center for years. And then he just got drafted by the Boston Bruins AAA team.
Nice.
Yeah. And he's from the small town Laverne, Minnesota.
I know, man. I met a couple of guys from Vancouver that were like in the NHL for quite a while. And my uncle's, like high school hockey teammate made it to the New York Rangers. I think it was the New York Rangers, I think. And we got to go see the Canucks and Rangers play. And we got to go down to the dressing room and actually meet him. Okay. And his name was Rudy Pochek. And he was a fighter. He was like an enforcer, right? And he actually fought Bob Probert, Ty Domi, like Wendell Clark. He fought all the big guys. And, I have a Caribou hat. Yeah. It says Caribou. So I went to go to this garage sale, and we're talking hockey. And I said, yeah, the only NHL player I've ever met is, and we kind of were having a double conversation with two people talking at once. And he says, my uncle, Rudy Pochek. As I said, the only guy I've ever met is Rudy Pochek. I said, your uncle is Rudy Pochek? He said, yeah, why? I said, my uncle played hockey with him. What are you talking about?
That's
like,
crazy.
It was such a, dude, we live nowhere like near where this happened. So like, that was like ultimate coincidence. You know what I mean?
I know a couple people like that. Like, when I was manager at a gas station, there was a employee that worked there, and they were from Warroad, Minnesota, and their older brother was in the same grade as TJ Yoshi, who plays for the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But we'll let's play a song and then we'll see where we're at with our morning. It is dodgeball morning. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful morning. We are in week 2, end of week 2, everybody. But cheers.
We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Smooth, energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Smooth, energy electric, locked in the groove. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Smooth, energy electric, locked in the groove. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove.
Cheers, everybody. Hey, good morning, Gordon. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Yeah, I'm pretty baked.
Yeah,
pretty good day. I'm excited for Turf Wars tonight. It's crazy. We're in week 31. Oh, did Mindy just grab raffle spots? Dope. All right. That's dope, Mindy. Just make sure you comment on the original post so that way it's on there so I can, when I put the numbers on the board. But sweet. I don't know. We probably spend for that this afternoon, or I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just really enjoying this doobie.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole much we can do this morning. The morning speaker.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you stop and take a breath because you fucking might need it. Who knows?
Hey, take a moment. The world can't wait. Feel the rhythm. Let go of the weight. Your strength runs deep, it's always been there. Breathe it in, feel the love in the air. energizing, your soul ignites. Feel the energy reach new heights. Challenges fade, your strength will grow. You've got the courage, let it show. Green says, stand tall, let the world see the beauty and strength that's in you and me. Every breath's a step toward the light. You're the spark that shines so bright. For you, feel the peace as it carries through. Life's a wave, let it lift you high. Each moment glows like the morning sky. Breathe it in, let the calm reside. Find your strength, let it amplify. You're enough and your heart is true. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. Just for you.
All right, so if you've seen Dodgeball, you can definitely understand how Turf Wars works. It's basically the same concept. Instead of fouls, there are bribes, and each team gets one bribe. But Turf Wars is every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That is on the Sir Copslot page, on the Europe Entertainment page, and on the Cove TV YouTube. So we've got 6 teams. Scarpelli Society is no more. There's the Turf Wars logo. So here we go. These are the teams. The Russo family is captained by Dee Dabs. I don't know who. Copsy has the full roster. Nightshade Brotherhood is Copsy's team. The Falconetti Empire is Cody Kopp's team. The White Tiger Syndicate is Man-Bear's team. The Red Cobra Cartel is my team. I'm the captain of. The Shadow Vipers are no more. The Firehawk family is Europe's team. And the Scarpelli Society is no more. So basically, you would just tell me what team you would like to be on. The Shadow Vipers are no more. But as a team loses properties and they lose their compound, that team has to disperse. And the Shadow Vipers were our last Turf Wars team to lose. Oh no, okay, I hope everything's all right. Damn. That's all right, Kay. As long as she's okay. RIP Scarpelli Society. Kay was the captain of the Scarpellis.
Yeah, the car we bought, Kay, was hit by a deer before we bought it, and there's no like front light assembly. Like there's just no light there. It's still and the head gasket just went on it too, so we don't have a car anymore. But hey, moving forward. Hope she's all right. It sucks. I think I've been in 3 cars that hit a deer while I was in the back seat.
So if anybody wants to join a Turf War family, you can let me know, and I'll write it down, and I'll get it to Copsy, and he will get it put on the rosters. But these are our Turf War families minus the Scarpellis and the Shadow Vipers. Much love. Yes. All right, go ahead, Man-Bear.
I forgot what I was saying. It's good.
Oh, do something nice for a stranger.
Oh, do something nice for a stranger. Sorry.
You're good.
Yo, it's a new day, time to shine that light. Do something good, make the world feel right. From the Rockies to the lakes, under sky so blue. Man-Bear's got the love, and it's all for you. Help a stranger, flash a smile their way. A little kindness can make their day. In this big old world, be the best you can. Man-Bear's got the plan, lend a hand, my man. Be yourself, ain't no one like you. You're rare, you're bold, and you're shining through. Spread that love, make someone's day. Man-Bear's Man-Bear's wisdom shows the way. From snowy peaks to skies so clear, kind words and vibes we all should hear. Stay cool, stay kind, let the good vibes grow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. North where the spirit stays strong. We roll with love, keep the groove lifelong. Hold the door, share a laugh, it's simple and true. We're all in this together, me and you. Grab your boots and your toque, let your heart take the lead. Every small action plants a kindness seed. Stay real to yourself, let the kindness shine. Man-Bear's here to say, the future's divine. Be yourself, ain't no one like you. You're rare, you're bold, and you're shining through. Spread that love, make someone's day. Man-Bear's wisdom shows the way. From snowy peaks to skies so clear, kind words and vibes we all should hear. Stay cool, stay kind, let the good vibes grow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. Wave that flag, red and white, so clean. We're sparking change, building the dream team. Man-Bear says keep pushing, lift up the crew. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. White so clean, we're sparking change, building the dream team. Man-Bear says keep pushing, lift up the crew. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. Take a breath, let this message guide. Man-Bear's words like a beacon inside. Do your thing, let your true self shine. One act of love at a time divine. Take a breath, let this message guide. Man-Bear's words like a beacon inside. Do your thing, let your true self shine. One act of love at a time divine.
Love that one. Ooh. Ooh. Hope you're all having a good start to your day. I know I am. The wind is picking up behind me. That's okay. My shelter is doing well. Right? Yeah. There's a lot of stuff we could do, man. My mom used to do clothing too. She had an embroidery machine and a press too. The impressive thing with my mom's embroidery machine was it was all electric with the scanner. So any picture you can scan into a scanner, she could put into the embroidery machine.
Yes, I've been in the works on getting Cove TV shirts. It's happening. Just all in time, everybody. Please.
I need size medium.
What's up?
I need size medium to show off the guns. Sorry, Ron Burgundy, you caught me well. Yeah, I busted out the roaches, throwing them in the spoon.
Oh man,
I know, right? It's a decision. It's like 6 roaches for a joint, 3 for a bowl. I'm like, it's 2 big bowls.
Yeah, my mom has dope ass embroidery machines.
Yeah, hers did. I think it had like 5 or 6 racks on it. That's what she said. So you could do like 5 or 6 shirts or hats or whatever. And yeah, she also used to make vinyl stickers for like sports team helmets and stuff. She did billboards, so she did really big signs. She did like full billboard signs for highways and shit.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, she ended up working for the hospital doing all their signs, and then it kind of snowballed into working for the town.
All right, this morning we're going to listen to a cut from the Pat McAfee show of a conversation with Nick Saban.
The
Love me
save.
some- Love me some Nick Saban. And I like Pat McAfee. He's very passionate.
Is he high tide or go Sooners?
He was West Virginia Mountaineer.
Thank you. Sorry, I was so.
Let's chit chat with the greatest of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor these first few weeks to get to have this conversation with this particular man, because this season for his team has certainly been one that the people have been chatting about.
Oh, yeah.
This past weekend, they were going to be exposed by Lane Kiffin. They were going to go in there and lose to Ole Miss, and all of a sudden this season was going to be dead. Multiple score win. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest college football coach of all time, 7-time national champion, Nick Saban.
What's up, man? How we doing today?
Coach, you were supposed to lose. Your team was going to get exposed, and this was going to be the worst year of your life as a head coach at Alabama. That was kind of the chatter going into last week. Did you hear that? And what were your thoughts of the game, Coach?
Yeah, I hear everything. I hear pretty much everything everybody else hears, but try to stay focused on what's in front of you. And, I think there were a lot of lessons to be learned in, last week's game. First half, we really lost 7-6 and shot ourselves in the foot numerous times. And second half, we played a lot better and, won like 18-3. So I think, you ask players, okay, when it worked, why did it work? And when it didn't work, why didn't it work? So you can learn a lot from that and hopefully improve from that. And that's really what our focus is. But, the outside noise doesn't really affect me. I don't, sometimes they say a lot of good stuff. I don't let that affect me. And sometimes they say a lot of bad stuff and I don't let that affect me. So try to focus on what's in front of you.
Well, I love the fact that you get incredibly uncomfortable when we go like, hey, you're the greatest of all time. Yeah, you are. Like, you get so uncomfortable. Whenever I did it on the stage down there at Tuscaloosa, I felt you starting to be like, just stop doing what you're doing. And I appreciate that. That type of humility is what drives you to your success. And you said you try to keep the outside noise out. This past weekend in college football, the outside noise was the discussion. I don't know if you got a chance to hear about this. Ryan Day called out 86-year-old Lou Holtz immediately after the game because Lou Holtz on our show, talking to an impersonator of Lou Holtz at this exact time, said that the Ohio State team has been out-toughed by Alabama and Georgia and Michigan. And Ryan Day heard that Lou Holtz said that they were out-toughed and they weren't a tough team. And his first thing was, I hope Lou Holtz saw this. It's Ohio versus the world. Then the Washington State coach got mad at Lee Corso, 88 years old, for saying that their team, nobody wants to watch us, which wasn't what Coach Corso said. But like, it feels like coaches, since the beginning of time, have been using outside noise as motivators. You said you try to keep it all outside. Is there ever a moment or time where it's right to bring it in? Because obviously both those teams got big time wins, but is there a time to utilize outside noise to motivate the team? And how do you go about doing that, Coach?
I think ideally you'd like for everything to be intrinsic, all of us, like our motivation comes within us because of what we want to accomplish and what we want to do. But in the reality of the world, especially with young people today, because everybody kind of grows up getting a lot of positive self-gratification or negative self-gratification from what somebody else thinks, whether it's Twitter, some internet device, whatever it is, ESPN, what people say about you. So to ignore the fact that people are affected by external factors, I think is not smart in this day and age. And I think you do have to use those things sometimes as A, rat poison when it's good, but B, sometimes as a motivating factor when you're getting dogged a little bit out there for, something that you're not doing correctly.
Yeah, and I love the Ryan Day because the state of Ohio, as you know, growing up in West Virginia, like Ohio views themselves as like tough. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're tough people. In Ohio State, this is tough. And Lou Holtz was like, just not a tough team. It's not. And Ryan Day was like, I hate this guy. It was amazing. Team rallied, though. Big time win. AJ has a question for you, Coach.
Coach, an argument that comes up on the show every once in a while in NFL and college football are halftime adjustments. And I'm just curious, you mentioned teams playing different between the first and second half. Can you explain a little bit maybe what happens at halftime and if adjustments are a huge thing that can kind of spur your team to have a better second half?
I think number one is you got to get really good information and have everybody assigned to some sort of detail of what they need to get when the first half is happening. So every play that happened in the first half, we actually have drawn up, on a template that we can show the players, and we can say, okay, this is what they're trying to do. This is what we need to adjust to. Same thing on offense. We got a template where, okay, they ran this stunt, they're running this blitz. This is different. What we practice against, this is what we have to do. So the first thing is you got to get good information. And people have to be disciplined in getting that information throughout the first half, and then you present it to the players. And then if there's something in that requires an adjustment, like I'll use an example, like how are we playing bunch passes on defense? Well, they're running a pattern that the way we're playing the bunch pass, it's tough. So we got to say, okay, we're going to go play it this way. And I think if you have the right information, you can make those kind of adaptations and adjustments at halftime. And we always try to put a plan together on offenses. Okay, how do we want to start the second half? Everybody talks about, we got this 20-play script, that we're going to start the game with. Well, how about having a script for how you want to start the second half based on the information that you got in the first half? And I think all those things can be beneficial to you in terms of the way you go out and start.
Good morning, Smoka. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. We're just hanging out, listening to a conversation with Nick Saban for our morning speaker. Love some Nick Saban. Oh, and OH.
Got to have the right people with the eyes, though, right? Giving you the right information. That's an incredible job.
That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
And, hey, you got to train your eyes. People take it for granted that just because you're a coach in the press box, you grew up watching football just like everybody else. How does everybody watch football? They watch the ball. They look at the ball. They watch the quarterback. He throws it. They see him catch it. They watch the ball. They see the guy running with the ball, whatever. Well, when you're getting the right information, your eyes cannot be on the ball. Your eyes have to be on a specific thing that you're looking at so that you get the right information. And that takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah, and that's one thing we've talked about this I don't have, because I'll tell you what, I'm like a dog looking at a treat with that ball. I'm just following that thing around. They got other stuff happening behind the scenes, I'm sure. That's about halftime conversations. Let's talk about pregame conversations. Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Coach, another big talking point in the college football landscape this week was Dan Lanning before the Oregon-Colorado game, and the ESPN cameras in there got him. And a lot of people, were up in arms saying, oh, he's being disrespectful or this or that, when in reality, I think he's just kind of trying to motivate his guys and knowing exactly what he needs to say to get them ready to play a big game. Do you have any, and you don't strike me as like a rah-rah guy before the games, but do you have any opinion on when you are, kind of in that intimate situation in the locker room, trying to get your guys prepared for a game, and whatever something you may say is picked up by like a camera or an ESPN camera or CBS or whoever it may be, and then it's leaked out to the media and the public, and it kind of gets a much bigger conversation going around it than maybe you anticipated?
Right. Well, first of all, I'm not a big rah-rah guy. I try to instill a message on Monday. I try to reinforce that message on Friday when we have a team meeting. And then what I say to the team before we go out usually is along those lines. But I also think that there is sacred time. You guys, most of you guys played.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sacred time that a coach, the players, things that get said in the locker room, whether it's halftime, right before the game, or whatever. And I know the media wants to have access to all these things because it makes it interesting for the fans, and I appreciate that, and I understand that. But there's still this sacred time where you should be able to talk to your team and say things to your team to motivate your team that maybe they're not disrespectful about the other, but
maybe
it's not for anybody else to know,
Mm-hmm.
I understand what Dan Lanning was trying to say, and it was probably good for his team to hear in some ways, but it probably wasn't good for everybody else to hear. And, that's always the argument. Where does the access, where do you draw the line and say, okay, there's got to be some time when you can talk to your team and say what you have to say, and it's really not for everybody else to hear.
We don't know if Dan wanted it out or not. Coach Dan wanted it out or not. We have not heard from him. There's some people that say, yeah, he wanted that out. That's why he was actually his good side. People are saying that was actually his good side. That's why they put it out there. But my first instinct, as soon as I heard it, I was like, I wish I didn't get a chance to see. Like, that's him talking to his. Is that a conversation between who? Media and coach? Like, when's that decision made on if that goes out, especially in this modern world?
Well, in the modern world, I think you can use the media to send a message to your team. I don't think you need to do that right before the game. I mean, that's something you do on Monday when you talk to the press or whatever, and you want to get a message out there because your team's going to hear that message. So you can reinforce it in a team meeting, but you want everybody to be thinking that way. And sometimes you want your fans to think that way too, so that rat poison doesn't get to them.
Yeah, I'm intrigued about the behind the scenes on how that got out, because I don't think Dan wanted that out. But people think Dan wanted it out. Doesn't matter because they beat the hell out of Colorado. You know what I mean? And also the things that Colorado was saying in the back made that game even bigger. But I'm very interested how coaches draw inspiration to galvanize an entire team. It's not easy at all. So the fact that you've done it for so long and are still doing it, bravo. A lot of work. AJ has a question for you, Coach.
Coach, you mentioned you try to give your team a message on Monday and then reinforce it on Friday. How do you come up with these messages? Do you plan these in the off season, or just come up like week by week when you see, hey, this is what we need to focus on?
Well, I actually use other people to try to stimulate my thoughts as to, what I should or shouldn't say and how I should say it. And I have a sports psychologist, a sports psychiatrist that I talk to probably 2 or 3 times a week. And between us, between the circumstance that you're in, the team that you're playing, the outside noise that most people are hearing, including your team, you try to come up with a message that is a positive one to help them move forward. So I don't try to invent all this stuff on my own. Now, but, we had like 14 speakers in fall camp, and a lot of them were inspirational speakers. I sit in the front row every day and I take notes on everything that every guy says. And if there's any bit of that information that I could use down the road to reinforce to players, because they're going to hear it, but they're not going to remember it 2 months from now. I'm always gathering information. I'm always reading books about, how do you affect human behavior, because that's what we're talking about. You guys just call it motivation, but you're really trying to affect human behavior in a positive way so people can get the most out of their talent and ability. I think we talked about this before. Human nature is to survive. It's not to win the championship. It's to survive. It's to do what you have to do to survive. And, you tell a guy, if you sell 10 cars, you get to go to a trip to Bahamas. When after he sells 10 cars, he's going home and sit in his chair and eat Tostitos and drink beer. He's not going to try to set the record, all right, for how many cars you could sell in a month. All right, that's human nature. That's normal. So we're trying to take people from normal human nature to be the best you can be. And we sometimes assume, all of us, that just because someone has talent, they want to be the best that they can be. But that's not necessarily the case. So you're always trying to close that gap. I call it capability gap. What are you capable of versus what are you doing? All right, and you're always trying to close that gap. And if you can do that and get everybody to buy into that, then your team starts playing to their potential. And individuals do too. And it creates value for them to do it as well as the team.
Anybody that you've not been able to reach that, like, you kind of got bummed out about, or on the flip side, somebody that was maybe tough to reach that you did reach and became a great success story? I assume that's in abundance, but anybody come to the top of your mind in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to mention any names, but, we've had numerous what I call energy vampires. That you're taking all your time trying to close this gap, and you never seem to be able to affect it. And we always have, 4 or 5 guys on your team that are that way. They're very talented guys, but yet they don't seem to be able to get it right the way you'd like for them to, or the way that would benefit them. But we've had a lot of guys, and this happens because we have a lot of help from a psychological standpoint to get guys to turn around and to be able to understand, what they have to do to be a good player, and they respond to it. And, I don't want to mention any names, but we've had quite a few guys. And I think one of the things that have helped us be successful through the years is the ability to get those kind of guys to play well and to be consistent and develop the kind of competitive character that you need to, be a consistently good player.
Coach, you don't like compliments. Here comes one right down the pipe. So I forget what it was. It was a couple of years ago. You and I had not met each other yet. I knew a lot about you. You had not known that I existed, but that's because you had been at the top of the world, and I was a punter in Indianapolis that had been arrested for public intoxication and wears a tank top. But I saw you do a press conference after one of your players got arrested for something. Okay. And you said, what am I supposed to do? Throw this guy back to the streets? Is that what you want me to do? Do you want to, or maybe do you want to give us a chance to teach this human how to be a productive member of society? It was like, I don't know how many coaches would take a stand like that for their player. And as soon as I saw it, I thought to myself, that's the realest mother, that I have ever seen in my life. And I think all of us appreciate that in your dedication to making people better. And on the psychology side of this thing, what do you think you learned from Milroe this past weekend after what happened at UCF whenever he didn't play, or USF? I'm sorry. Was it USF?
USF. Yeah.
USF. You had that rain. You look so cool in that rain. I think I told you that last week. So after USF, you played Buckner and the other guy, Simpson, the other guy. And then Milroe becomes the starter the next week. We ask you about it, and you say Michael Jordan, when he went into the Hall of Fame, brought the coach that benched him, brought his college coach, brought his NBA coach, and that's who he had with him. And you said you were excited to see how Milroe responded. I think he completed 80% of his passes, had one interception, obviously can't happen, get a big-time win. What did you learn from him through that entire process? Maybe from a psychology standpoint that makes you say, hey, yeah, we got a guy now with Milroe.
Yeah, well, let me make a comment about the first thing you talked about.
Okay.
I think that the media and a lot of folks out there think that discipline is punishment. Discipline is doing something to somebody that will change their behavior to help them be more successful. So it's no different than raising kids. All right. So you want your kids to do a certain thing. All right. Spanking them is not going to get them to do that, but maybe a lesson to be learned that would help them develop and have a chance to be more successful in the future. So, discipline is really not punishment. Discipline is, change, doing something to somebody. Maybe you take something away from them that's meaningful to them, that changes their behavior, so they have a better chance to be successful in the future. So I just wanted to make that comment.
No, but it was awesome. Hey, when you did that, I think every player that's ever played football, I think AJ was even nodding his head yes. As soon as we saw it, we're like, thank you for not just giving up on a guy, pretty much. Completely. He was 18 years old. That was beautiful, Coach. You need to know that.
Yeah. So, and then Jalen Milroe, I think he learned some things. We all learned some things. By playing other quarterbacks, we learned what they could do. We can make a good evaluation of what's the best way for our team to move forward relative to who plays quarterback. And Jalen understood that, exactly what we were doing. He responded the right way to it. And it was obvious that he's the best guy for us to be able to move forward as a team. And we have to do things that he can do because he's a great athlete. He's a good passer. But we have to do things that he can do in his growth and development so that he can be successful. And that's what I learned about him last week. And one of the things that he had to overcome, and he did in last week's game, is when he threw an interception against Texas, the first one that he threw, it affected him in the game. And when he threw the interception last week against Ole Miss, down in the red zone, it didn't affect him in the game. And that's one of the things that we've been trying to sort of instill in him is, you can't be affected. When you play quarterback, you're going to make a lot of good plays and you're going to make some not so good plays sometimes, but you always got to play the next play and you got to refocus and you don't have to press. It's almost like, and I've said this before, the quarterback's got to have a point guard sort of mentality. You don't have to score 35 points in a game to be a great point guard. If you get 13 assists, you play good defense, don't turn the ball over, then you played a good game because you distributed the ball to the right guys and they're able to score, and you don't turn it over. So that's what we need to do. We don't have to be the shooting guard and be a hero and score 35 points in a game. Don't play defense. Take chances that you don't need to be taking bad shots, being a hero because you want to score 35 points in a game. But you don't do anything else to help your team. And everybody else is standing around while you're dribbling the ball around, trying to figure out how I'm going to get a shot. All right. So that's a part of the process to me of growing and developing as a quarterback. You distribute the ball to somebody every play. So no different than a point guard in basketball. So the more we can get that accomplished, and guys that are great athletes sometimes think, I got to make the play. I got to make the play. No, you don't have to make the play. You got to distribute the ball so that everybody can make plays, and you're going to have plenty of opportunity to make plays.
Okay. Well, I'm happy you learned that. That's an incredible – I love the thought of you going, and everybody else is just looking at you. I need a shot. I need a shot. I need to get the damn ball here. Little pickup talk there about football this weekend. You're trying to knock out the entire egg. What's that?
Basketball all the time. Some of these guys dribble the ball across half court. I'm not mentioning any names. The other standing around, all right, and the guy's dribbling, trying to get a shot, and they're standing around. So you're not playing team ball.
You're sick of it. Yeah, let's get the ball around.
Yeah.
Let's move a little bit.
Pass it.
I love that is your theory and what you're teaching to Milroe, because I think Milroe's probably been the best athlete on any field he's ever played in any sport since he was a kid. It's like, hey, we need you to do everything. Now it's like, hey, Bub, we need you to kind of get rid of that, even though that's a good mentality to have, and make the entire team better. Going into Mississippi State this weekend, try and knock off the entire Egg Bowl in back-to-back weeks. Ole Miss down Mississippi State. A lot of cowbells, Coach. Going to be loud.
Mhm.
What's the messaging to the team this weekend?
Well, first of all, what I said in the beginning, we have to build on the fact that we have to get better execution on a more consistent basis. And this team is a pressure team. On defense, they're pressuring all the time. They blitz all the time. They've got a lot of different looks. They do a lot of different things. So execution becomes even more important because they're going to try to give you bad plays. You got to minimize that. And then you got to take advantage of explosive plays when you get the opportunity to do it.
Hey, good morning, Waylon. How are you, man? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. We're just doing our morning speaker this morning. We're listening to a conversation between Nick Saban and Pat McAfee and AJ Hawk. This is great. It's really good.
And this team really, to me, is better than all the teams that we played so far, except Texas, in terms of the caliber of players, how they play, how tough they are, how physical they play. We're playing an SEC game on the road and a tough place to play. So this is not anything that requires any kind of a mental letdown. This is a build on the second half of what we did last week and understand why we did it and be able to continue to do it and not get frustrated in this game because of what might happen, because they're going to create some plays, but we can't get frustrated. We got to keep playing the next play. We got to play for 60 minutes, and that's what it's going to take in this game because they're a physical team. They're a good team. I mean, South Carolina game, they turned the ball over a couple times down in the red zone, or that's a different game. So this is a good team.
You going to have cowbells at practice all week? Is that what we've been doing?
Noise is noise. We can't manufacture cowbells, but make noise.
Oh, that's awesome. Coach, you're the best. Today was like a gospel on coaching.
Yeah.
You were the man. Thank you for taking time. Good luck this weekend. We'll talk to you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOAT, Coach Nick Saban.
Yeah, go.
That was dope.
Love the Sabinator. Love the
The
Sabinator.
Sabinator. I like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think that, there's a lot of sports talk, but I mean, like, for real, be the best quarterback in the game of life that you can be, for real. I thought that's what I took a lot of like non-sports related shit from that, like execution and discipline and the outside noise.
Yeah.
Don't let positive or negative influence affect you. Just do you. You know what I mean? I liked that so much.
I like the part he talked about there being like, time where the media just can't be in the locker room, where he's got to be able to talk to his team, and I don't want to say locker room talk because that's not it, but like that speech, that conversation he has with guys, nobody can hear that.
That's an interpersonal deal. Yeah, absolutely.
That's more than motivation, and it could be him yelling and throwing chairs in the locker room. Who knows what motivates his guys, but that's none of anybody's business. It doesn't matter. That's what I was going to say.
I do like
that's his thing. That's his and his team's thing.
I do like what he was saying about like discipline is not punishment. There is a difference. Now, like there can be some discipline that's like that's not discipline. That's a little, but yeah, I think if you approach it correctly, discipline is a great. Even with yourself, you can to try to get your like to stop doing whatever. Just try to discipline yourself a little bit at a time. It's not don't punish yourself. That's horrible.
So if you had a question for Nick Saban, what would you ask him? There's got to be something, because I always think about this when we do some of this stuff, like just like what was your favorite game, or like for me, I was thinking like what got you into coaching, or when did you know you were going to be a coach, or when did you know you were always, when were you in the middle of your coaching? You were like,
to be the Florida Gators after the Florida Gators.
That would be no, really. Like I'm serious, because like.
But no, I mean like the Gators like ruled the 2010s. Or not the 2000s, I should say, up to 2010.
The O's. Just call them
the O's. And then now they're a shit team. But I don't know. I think that Nick Saban is probably the greatest college football coach.
Yeah.
One of them, I know there's a lot of other names out there, but I mean, you can't argue the seven rings for sure.
It's the second time that at least I've known we've done something to do with Nick Saban, and the first one was absolutely amazing.
I was kind of wondering how it, I don't mind the Pat McAfee show. I enjoy it, but I just wanted to make sure that there was going to be a good message behind it, and not just them talking about like, that came from 2023. So I mean, like none of that sports information was relevant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like, if it's a lot of like, last weekend, this and that, and 20 points and this and that, like we're not really getting a message out of that. But I felt like there's a great message behind that. So we might explore that a little more. I'm a huge Pat McAfee fan.
Oh yeah.
For who he is. His show's cool. Not, but like I like watching him on College Game Day. He is one of the greatest punters ever. He's such a wicked smart, sassy, spunky dude. Hey, word of the day. That's point.
There we go. I was actually, that was one of my dream jobs, was actually to be a sportcaster, because I was just always watching the main four. I was always watching baseball, hockey, basketball, and football. And I don't know. I love all of it, man. And it's kind of cool when you get into it. Like I remember back in the day when we watched the Super Bowl. That was so awesome. That was so incredibly awesome to watch something with people who had no idea what was going on. So I basically laid out the rules for some people that were like, what's football, basically? And it was a really awesome experience. And once you get into some of these sports, it's so intricate. You know what I mean? Like once you get into them, it's like, wow, that really had, like, I don't know if people know this, a lot of hockey players actually take figure skating lessons to work on their balance, and ballet, and they actually do a lot of things that people wouldn't think they would do to work on them, because you got to think about how fast they're going on ice skates. You have to have good balance or you get really hurt. Like even I get hit getting hit, but you know what I mean?
All right, let's play a song and we'll jump into Dodgeball News Network, everybody.
I was going to say, you're going to dodgeball soon. Yay. I got to grab my buster. I'll be right back.
Yep, you're good. Cheers, everybody.
Cove TV on, we're ready to go. Pour your coffee, light it up, let's set the tone. Today's the day to make it your own. vibe show. So smile big, let your worries melt away. It's gonna be a good day, come what may. Every sunrise brings a brand new chance. So let's take today, make it a dance. With every breath in and every step ahead, we're writing our story, enough said. It's gonna be a good day, can you feel that beat? Motivation's in the air, get up on your feet. From the morning hustle to the sunset glow, with Cove TV on, let the good vibe show. So smile big, let your worries melt away. It's gonna be a good day, come what may. So rise up, Cove Crew, let's make it bright. Positivity shining, everything's right. It's gonna be a good day, let's seize it true. With Cove TV Mornings, it's all about you.
All right, everybody, let's fucking dodgeball.
Good morning, Dodgeball fans, and welcome to another electrifying episode of Dodgeball News Network with your host, Dan Fielder. It's Thursday morning, and that means we're gearing up for the regular week games of Week 2, live from the iconic Ironclad Arena, home of the Chronic Crusaders. The tension is rising as the league's finest teams prepare to step onto the court and prove their mettle. Will the Crusaders hold the home court advantage, or will another squad steal the show? From daring dives to clutch throws, today promises to deliver the thrills and drama we've all been waiting for. So, grab your morning coffee or whatever fuels your dodgeball spirit, and settle in for an action-packed day as we bring you all the highlights, analysis, and live updates from the heart of the league. Stay tuned, because the journey to the semifinals continues right here on Dodgeball News Network. Before we dive into today's regular week matchups, let's take a moment to revisit the intense action we witnessed during Week 2's weekend tournament. The Ironclad Arena was absolutely electric as teams battled for glory in a thrilling display of athleticism and strategy. From jaw-dropping eliminations to last-second saves, the competition was fierce and every play mattered. Which teams rose to the occasion, and who fell short under the pressure? Stick with us as we break down the highlights, key moments, and standout performances from a tournament that left fans on the edge of their seats.
All right, well, I'll go set by set from last weekend's tournament, and then we'll look at the league standings, and then we will look at the games for this afternoon. I don't know why you said semifinals. There's always something I miss in Dodgeball News Network, but it's okay. I'm super used to it. I don't know. He's fine. So am I.
It's time to relive the excitement and catch up on all the action that set the stage for this week's games. Let's get into it. The Ironclad Arena was alive with energy as Week 2's tournament brought us high-stakes dodgeball action. With the THC Troopers and Ganja Guardians on there by week, the remaining teams delivered a weekend full of intense matchups. Let's break it all down, set by set. Quarterfinals. Match 1. Hash Hitters versus Chronic Crusaders. The Chronic Crusaders set the tone early in set 1, coming out strong and methodical. Both teams pushed the pace, and despite a couple of close call fouls, the game came down to a thrilling one-on-one showdown. The Crusaders edged out the Hitters to claim the first set. In set 2, the intensity didn't let up. After a false start, both teams traded aggressive plays. Fouls began to pile up, but once again, the Crusaders held their composure in another one-on-one finish, securing the set and the match. Chronic Crusaders win the match. Match 2, Maple Leaf Rush versus Yellow Submariners. The Yellow Submariners came out swinging in set 1, piling on the pressure in what quickly became a foul-heavy game. The Maple Leaf Rush kept their heads in the game, mounting an incredible comeback to take the set in an epic one-on-one finish. Set 2 saw the Submariners regroup and respond with ferocity, dominating the Rush to even the match. The tension reached its peak in set 3, with both teams locked in a back-and-forth battle riddled with fouls. In the end, the Rush held their ground, delivering another clutch performance to take the match. Maple Leaf Rush win the match. Match 3, Blaze Battalion versus Dabwheel Doomers. The Dabwheel Doomers set the tone in set 1, showcasing their resilience in a clean, intense back and forth. The set came down to a one-on-one, with the Doomers edging out the battalion. In set 2, the battalion roared back with a dominant performance, allowing only one foul late in the game. The Doomers struggled to keep up, and the battalion evened the match. The decisive set 3 saw the battalion maintain their momentum, overpowering the Doomers despite a slightly more foul-heavy game. Blaze Battalion win the match. Match 4, Kodiak Kings versus Terpene Titans. The Terpene Titans took charge in set 1, playing with precision and energy. A couple of well-placed fouls kept the Kings on their heels, and the Titans won the set in a one-on-one finish. In set 2, the Kings came out strong after a false start. Despite the Titans fighting back, the Kings forced another one-on-one and secured the set to even the match. Set 3 was just as intense, with the Kings dictating the pace. The Titans battled fiercely, but fell short in yet another one-on-one finale. Kodiak Kings win the match. Semifinals. Match 1, Chronic Crusaders versus Maple Leaf Rush. The Maple Leaf Rush came into set 1 with undeniable energy, taking control early and only committing one foul. The Crusaders fought hard, but couldn't break the Rush's momentum. In set 2, the Crusaders found their footing, pushing the game into a tense one-on-one, but the Rush's composure under pressure won the day, and they advanced to the finals. Maple Leaf Rush win the match. Match 2, Blaze Battalion versus Kodiak Kings. The Blaze Battalion and Kodiak Kings delivered one of the weekend's most intense matches. Set 1 was a gritty back-and-forth contest, with both teams fighting for every point. The Kings ultimately prevailed in a one-on-one finish. In set 2, the match turned foul-heavy, but the Kings maintained their focus, winning another tightly contested set to move on to the championship. Kodiak Kings win the match. Finals. Maple Leaf Rush versus Kodiak Kings. The championship match lived up to the hype, with the Maple Leaf Rush and Kodiak Kings leaving everything on the court. Set 1 featured a fierce back and forth, but the Kings showed why they're a team to be feared, edging out the Rush in yet another one-on-one finish. Riding high on momentum, the Kings came out firing in set 2, overwhelming the Rush with relentless pressure. Despite a foul-heavy set, the Kings secured a commanding victory and claimed the tournament championship. Kodiak Kings win the match. The Kodiak Kings' incredible weekend solidifies their position as a powerhouse in Season 4. Their ability to excel in high-pressure situations and adapt on the fly proved to be the difference maker. As a new team in the league, their rapid success has caught the attention of fans and competitors alike. But don't just take it from us. Let's hear directly from the Kodiak Kings coach about the team's early triumphs and what lies ahead for this rising squad.
Thank you, everyone. What a weekend, eh? First off, I want to give a massive shout out to the players on this team. Their hard work, hustle, and belief in one another have been absolutely inspiring, eh? This win is a true testament to the heart and determination of every single member of the Kodiak Kings. Coming into this league as the new kids on the block, we knew it wouldn't be a walk in the park, eh? From day one, we said, let's show them why we belong here, eh? And I tell you, bringing Man-Bear on as captain was the best decision we could have made. His leadership, passion, and no-quit attitude have been a game changer. He's not just a captain, he's a legend in the making, eh? Building a team from the ground up isn't easy, but we embrace the challenge like true Canadians. We worked on trust, chemistry, and discipline, and maybe even a little bit of passing practice on the pond, eh? This weekend, we saw all that effort come together. These guys didn't just play dodgeball, they gave it everything, point after point, set after set. They fought for this win with a kind of pride that would make a moose shed a tear, eh? Now, don't get me wrong, this is only the beginning, eh? We've got a long season ahead of us, and this league is stacked with tough, talented teams. But we're ready. The focus now is on consistency, keeping the momentum, and building something special. Sure, we'll celebrate this win with a round of Timmies, but tomorrow, it's back to the grind. Because for us, it's not just about winning, it's about carving out a legacy. To our fans, whether you're cheering from Newfoundland, Vancouver, or anywhere in between, you're the heart of this team, eh? Your energy, your belief, and your support keep us going. This isn't just our team, it's yours too, eh? And we're going to keep fighting, not just for the wins, but to make you proud. So here's to a great start, a bright future, and the best fans in the league. Let's go Kings A.
Powerful words from the Kodiak Kings coach, and you can feel the energy and determination radiating from that team. It's clear they're here to make an impact and have no plans of slowing down. With the regular season resuming, the question now is whether the Kings can maintain their momentum and solidify their place as early frontrunners in the league. Now, let's shift gears and take a look at the league standings following this weekend's tournament action. Who's rising, who's falling, and where does your favorite team stand? Stay tuned. Dodgeball News Network will break it all down when we return.
Much love, Man-Bear. All right, we'll look at the league standings here next, where all the teams are sitting, and where we're looking going into today's games. There you go.
And now, let's take a closer look at the current league standings as we wrap up week 2. With intense matches and standout performances shaping the early season, the competition is already heating up. From tournament medalists to teams still finding their footing, each squad has a unique story to tell as they battle for dominance in Season 4. Let's break it down, team by team, and see where everyone stands heading into the next round of action. First place, THC Troopers, 7 points. The THC Troopers kicked off Season 4 with authority, earning gold and 7 points in the regular season opener. Known for their balanced approach and disciplined execution, they look every bit the powerhouse team that fans expected under Captain Zach. With veteran leadership and a history of success, the Troopers have set the tone for the season and are clearly the team to beat moving forward. Tied for first place, Kodiak Kings, 7 points. In their inaugural tournament, the Kodiak Kings roared onto the scene, clinching a stunning gold medal in Week 2. Captain Man-Bear has proven to be a natural leader, inspiring this young squad to execute with precision and confidence. Despite being newcomers, the Kings played like seasoned veterans, leaving no doubt they're here to contend. With such a commanding start, they're poised to be a force throughout the season. Third place, Maple Leaf Rush, 5 points. The Maple Leaf Rush may be new to the league, but their Week 2 silver medal suggests they've already found their footing. Captain Nicky's squad played with heart and determination, overcoming challenges to make a deep tournament run. They've shown the ability to adapt and thrive under pressure, and their early success has set a strong foundation for the season ahead. The Rush are quickly proving they're more than just a new face in the league. They're a contender. Fourth place, Yellow Submariners, 3 points. The Yellow Submariners lived up to their reputation as fighters in Week 2's tournament. Captain Amber's leadership was critical in guiding the team to a silver medal, and their unique mix of creativity and grit makes them a dangerous opponent for anyone. While they fell short in the finals, the Submariners have shown they're ready to make waves this season. Their 3 points are just the beginning of what promises to be an exciting campaign. Fifth place, Terpene Titans, 2 points. The Terpene Titans capitalized on their regular game win to secure 2 points and early momentum. Known for their unpredictable strategies, Captain Kels's team has an uncanny ability to keep opponents guessing. While their Week 2 results were solid, the Titans will need to find another gear if they hope to contend for gold this season. The potential is there, now it's about consistency and execution. Tied for 6th place, Chronic Crusaders, 1 point. The Chronic Crusaders battled hard in Week 2's tournament, earning a bronze medal and 1 point for their efforts. Captain Coffsey has been working tirelessly to build a cohesive and disciplined unit, and the results are starting to show. While their opening performance was promising, the Crusaders know they'll need to step up to compete with the league's elite. With their trademark resilience, don't count them out just yet. Tied for 6th place, Blaze Battalion, 1 point. The Blaze Battalion opened their season with a solid bronze medal finish in Week 2's tournament. Captain Beanz' team displayed their trademark grit and tactical gameplay, but they'll be looking to sharpen their edge as the regular season progresses. With the battalion's history of stepping up in big moments, they're a team to watch as the standings evolve. Tied for 8th place, Dabwheel Doomers, 1 point. The Dabwheel Doomers entered the season with high hopes and showed flashes of brilliance during Week 2's tournament. Their bronze medal performance highlighted their agility and teamwork, but inconsistency kept them from advancing further. The Doomers will need to rally the squad and tighten their play if they want to move up the standings and compete with the league's top teams. Tied for 8th place, Hash Hitters, 1 point. The hash hitters' aggressive style was on full display during Week 2's tournament, earning them a hard-fought bronze medal. However, their energy sometimes bordered on reckless, resulting in key moments slipping away. Captain Ash has the talent and firepower to turn things around quickly, but finding balance will be the key to climbing the standings. 10th place, Ganja Guardians, 0 points. The Ganja Guardians had a rough start to the season, failing to advance in Week 2's tournament. Despite this, Captain Crystal's defensive-minded squad showed glimpses of their potential, with moments of brilliance that could shine brighter in the weeks ahead. To move out of the cellar, the Guardians will need to focus on execution and capitalize on their strengths. The season is young, and there's still plenty of time to turn things around. And that wraps up our breakdown of the current league standings. The race for dodgeball supremacy is already off to an electrifying start, with every team eager to climb the leaderboard and stake their claim as Season 4's top contender. We'll be taking a short break, but don't go anywhere. When we return, we'll reveal this afternoon's matchups and what's at stake in today's battles. Stay tuned. You're watching Dodgeball News Network.
All right, as always, we'll play a quick song, and then we'll jump into our games for this afternoon. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Let's go with this one.
Sunlight dancing on waves of blue, palm trees whispering, sky so true. Break it down slow, pack it nice and tight, grind it up fine, everything's just right. Spark it up, watch the flame go bright, pass it around, Cove Crew's feeling light. Laughter flows with each gentle sway, drift on high, let the Cove lead the way. Island drifts and dream like flows, cannabis clouds where the Cove and the rose, floating through life in easy streams where the sun kisses sea and reality gleams. Island drifts let worries fly, cannabis highs on the painted skies. Breathe it in, let the moments grow, and the Cove's embrace, just let it show. Light up the joint, or fill up the bowl. Take that deep breath, let it warm your soul. Feel the inhale, smooth and clean. Let the smoke swirl like a daydream. Close your eyes, feel the calm rush in. Exhale slow, let the buzz begin. Through the tides and into the sea, we're floating free. Just you, me, and the Cove's a breeze. Island drifts and dream like flows, cannabis clouds where the Cove and the rose, floating through life in easy streams where the sun kisses sea and reality gleams. Island drifts let worries fly, cannabis highs on the painted skies. Breathe it in, let the moments grow, and the Cove's embrace, just let it show. Light up the joint, or fill up the bowl. Take that deep breath, let it warm your soul. Feel the inhale, smooth and clean. Let the smoke swirl like a daydream. Close your eyes, feel the calm rush in. Exhale slow, let the buzz begin. Through the tides and into the sea, we're floating free. Just you, me, and the Cove's a breeze. Ride the Cove ride, roll it up slow, let the Cove vibes help the high flow. Light it up and watch it burn. Take a hit, let your soul learn. Every puff is a step to ease, drifting along in the Cove's warm breeze. Island drifts and dream like flows, cannabis clouds where the Cove and rose, floating through life in easy streams where the sun kisses sea and reality gleams. Island drifts let worries fly, cannabis highs on the painted skies. Breathe it in, let the moments grow, and the Cove's embrace, just let it show.
fucking love that song. Oh, all right. We'll dive into this afternoon's games, everybody. Here we go.
Welcome back to Dodgeball News Network. It's time to dive into this afternoon's highly anticipated matchups. The stage is set, and the stakes are higher than ever as the teams prepare to clash in Week 2's regular season games. With Ironclad Arena as the backdrop, fans can expect a thrilling lineup featuring intense rivalries and high-pressure showdowns. Let's take a look at today's matchups. Match 1, Blaze Battalion versus Maple Leaf Rush. The Blaze Battalion and Maple Leaf Rush are set to clash in a matchup that promises to be a battle of grit versus finesse. The battalion, led by Captain Beanz, showcased their resilience in Week 2's tournament, securing a bronze medal with their trademark tactical approach. Meanwhile, the Maple Leaf Rush, under Captain Nicky's leadership, stunned the league with their silver medal debut, combining sharp strategy and sheer determination. This game is shaping up to be a thrilling contest as both teams look to establish dominance in the regular season. Can the battalion's grit withstand the Rush's precise execution, or will the new kids on the block keep their momentum alive? Match 2, Terpene Titans versus Dab Wheel Doomers. The Terpene Titans enter this matchup riding high after their Week 2 regular game victory. Captain Kels's unpredictable playstyle and focus on strategic adaptability make the Titans a dangerous team to face. On the other hand, the Dab Wheel Doomers are hungry for redemption after a frustrating tournament showing. Known for their agility and sharp teamwork, the Doomers will need to tighten up their consistency to counter the Titans' momentum. Expect a fast-paced, high-energy battle as these teams fight to gain traction in the standings. Match 3, Chronic Crusaders versus Hash Hitters. In this pivotal matchup, the Chronic Crusaders and Hash Hitters will both be aiming for their first regular season victory. The Crusaders, under the leadership of Captain Kofsey, are looking to build on their bronze medal finish in the Week 2 tournament. Known for their resilience and disciplined play, the Crusaders will be looking to capitalize on their momentum. Meanwhile, Captain Ash and the Hash Hitters bring an aggressive, high-octane style to the court. Despite their early struggles, the Hitters have the raw talent to turn things around. With both teams desperate to climb the standings, this game has all the makings of a gritty, hard-fought showdown. Match 4, Kodiak Kings versus Yellow Submariners. The Kodiak Kings, fresh off their stunning tournament championship, are eager to prove their success was no fluke. Captain Man-Bear has this squad firing on all cylinders, and their confidence is undeniable. However, they'll face a tough challenge in the Yellow Submariners, led by Captain Amber. The Submariners are coming off a strong silver medal performance in the tournament and will be looking to bounce back from their finals loss. With their signature creativity and unrelenting determination, they have the tools to challenge the Kings. This matchup is set to be a clash of titans, as two top-tier teams battle it out to prove they belong at the top of the standings. The action is about to heat up, and we'll be bringing you all the highlights, analysis, and unforgettable moments as the games unfold. Buckle up, Dodgeball fans. It's going to be an exciting afternoon of high-stakes competition. And that's all for this morning's edition of Dodgeball News Network. We've set the stage for an action-packed afternoon here at Ironclad Arena, and the excitement is only just beginning. Make sure to join us back here this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we bring you live coverage of today's matchups. From the grit of the Blaze Battalion to the momentum of the Kodiak Kings, every game promises to deliver high-stakes drama you won't want to miss. Thank you for tuning in, Dodgeball fans. Stay hyped, stay ready, and we'll see you back here at 4 p.m. sharp. This is Dodgeball News Network, signing off for now.
Much love, Dan Fielder. I hope you're having a wonderful day, brother.
I love that two top-tier Titan teams testing testosterone temperature today.
Hey, that wasn't bad. And some of it, I know, like the Submariners didn't get like a silver medal this last week, but they did the weekend before.
Yeah. That's okay. We got knocked out of the first tournament, I'm pretty sure. So did the Rush.
This is our first regular season game, so let's go Blazers. Let's go.
That means it's the Crusaders' first regular season too, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, so like yes, and all of the games are randomly selected. So like the Titans and the Doomers again, Crusaders and the Hash Hitters again. Kings and the Old Southerners again.
Yeah.
Coming early in the season. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what time is it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can find something done for us to watch.
Oh man.
We're running out of Bruce's, everybody. That's a real thing that's happening. There's some that I can't probably show. Well, you're not wrong. Like a Monopoly one, I don't know if I should show that one.
No, not in the morning. If you did in the afternoon, it'd be okay.
Maybe in the afternoon.
Maybe the night show. Oh wait, what day is it? Oh yeah, we do have a night show. Turf Wars!
Turf Wars tonight. Let me look at something real quick.
That's what she said.
Okay. I just looked at something.
Did you send me? Did you send me some of your wind? I don't want your wind. You can have it back.
Probably. It's super calm here today. The thermometer says 48. That doesn't seem right. What's the real feel?
Yeah, your thermometer's lying.
-3. So that's something odd in that situation.
Yeah, your thermometer's broken.
All right, I don't know. This one seems fine. Disclaimer: I have never seen this one. It is
you gotta say disclaimer.
Fucking low. Okay.
All right. Now, when I was a kid, Pokemon.
It just started. Good morning, Kels. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning. All right, here we go.
Pokemon cards were a big deal. And I know I've already made a video about this, but to put it simply, the more Pokemon cards that you had as a kid, the more cool you were as a kid. Especially if you had a bunch of those holographic, sparkly bad boys. Those cards determined your status on the playground back then. I get to be quarterback. Why do you always get to be quarterback all the time? Well, because I have more sparkly Pokemon cards than you do, so give me the goddamn Vortex football. But out of all the Pokemon cards, nothing compared to the Granddaddy holographic Charizard, the Cadillac of Pokemon cards. And I'll never forget the day that I got my holographic Charizard, because it changed my whole damn life. People on the street start looking at you different. Whoa, careful, Susan, that kid's got a holographic Charizard. I don't know what the hell that means, but I think it's dangerous. All of a sudden, you're big and bad, just like the big fire-breathing bastard that's on that card. Hell, it might as well be a picture of me on that card. I'm so badass. So naturally, I had to take this thing to school and show it off to all my dumbass friends. Holy smokes, is that a holographic Charizard? Yes, it is, Ricky. Can you not spit all over me like I'm some kind of goddamn Olsen twin? Oh man, that's crazy. Can I touch it? Not on your life, Jacob. But I tell you what, I'll let you smell it if you want. Wow, it even smells holographic. All right, class, take your seats. Now remember, we're going to be having a spelling test today after recess. Yeah, Mr. Jones, I don't know if you've heard, but I have a holographic Charizard now, and I'm a pretty big deal. So you can take that spelling test and shove it straight up your candy ass. So we go about the school day as usual, even though all the kids are distracted about my sweet Charizard. Wow, look at him. He's so cool. He's almost as cool as Bill Clinton. So when it was time for recess that day, I decided to put my precious Charizard in my desk for safekeeping. Now, since you already read the goddamn title of this video, you already know what's gonna happen next. While I'm out there in the playground slinging fucking Vortex footballs like John Elway, somebody snuck into the classroom and stole my sweet, sweet holographic Charizard. Well, imagine my surprise when I get back to the classroom and bam, no more Charizard. I start getting all hysterical and shit. What the hell is going on? I put it there. If I put it there, that's where it should be. Shouldn't be anywhere else, right? That's the way the world works. Does the world not make any fucking sense anymore? Okay, class, everybody pull out a sheet of paper. We're gonna start this spelling test. Oh, to hell with your spelling test, Mr. Jones. Somebody kidnapped my Charizard. I don't know what that means, so take a seat and stop disrespecting the spelling test. Was it you, Mr. Jones? Did you do it? I bet you did. You look like a desperate piece of shit that would steal from a child. But that was it. It was gone, and I didn't know who took it. I had the world by its ass, damn it. The whole rest of the school day was pure torture. All right, and your next spelling word is magnificent. Something that is amazingly great is magnificent. Like a sunset, or a rainbow, or that fucking holographic Charizard that you'll never see again in your life. Oh, god damn it. When I got home from school that day, I was so distraught. My parents are sitting on the couch like, what the hell happened to you? Well, Dad, I had the world by its ass, and I let it slip through my dumb little fingers. I go to bed and I'm having nightmares about it and shit. Hey, it's me, Hey, your holographic Charizard. What the fuck happened? I left you in my desk and somebody stole you today. Oh, well, looks like you're screwed now. You could have been the next Bill Clinton, for Christ's sake. But now instead, you'll have to grow up and work at a goddamn car dealership. A car dealership? No! So the next day I walk into class, and guess what I see? It's Ricky over there, and he's showing off his sweet new holographic Charizard. Check out my sweet new Charizard. Who wants to smell it? Ricky, is that my Charizard? No, this is mine. Jacob over there just traded it to me this morning. I look, and Jacob's over there, looking guilty as hell. Hey, Jacob, where'd you get that goddamn Charizard from? I found it on the bus. Oh, the bus, huh? I thought your old-ass grandma picked you up from school. Yeah, she does. She drives the fucking school bus. All right, fine, I did it. I stole your Charizard yesterday. I couldn't stand the guild anymore, so I had to trade it to Ricky. Ah, damn it, Jacob. Ricky, give me back my Charizard. Well, I'm not giving it back. It's mine now. Well, that's receiving stolen property, Ricky. That's what that is. Hey, Mr. Jones, can you give Ricky detention for committing a first-degree misdemeanor? I don't know, I guess. Okay, fine. Take your stupid Charizard back. So that day, I got my Charizard back, and everything was right in the world. I even still have that Charizard to this day. But sadly, it did not make me the next Bill Clinton. And even sadder still, I still had to work at a goddamn car dealership. Aw, man.
Bruce. That's fucking amazing. I love it.
Did you have one?
I did not.
I did not either. My
I
life
was lame.
My life was not as good as Bruce Two's. Wait, which car dealership?
Probably a Kia dealership.
Yeah, probably. I was gonna say it's most likely a Kia.
I don't know why that sounds horrible, but
no, I don't want to. You don't want to work at a Kia. Sorry, Kia. They're not a sponsor.
oh man.
Yeah, the best Bill Clinton ever has got to be him on Family Guy in the first few seasons, like second season or something. That was the best.
Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. It's been a pretty good morning so far, I think. I'm excited for dodgeball and turf wars, and I'm seeing if there's anything else goofy we can watch.
It's weird. Yeah, I guess we did watch a lot of Bruce Two's.
We watched so many Bruce Two's.
Yeah.
Much love to Bruce Two wherever you are, bro.
Yeah, I hope you're not at a Kia dealership.
He's probably making hella money from YouTube now.
Yeah, probably.
All right, man. This one's for you, bro.
Taking a Prius to Vegas, are you?
I love this dude. He's so fucking funny. This is not a Bruce Two.
Rockstar Games, maker of car chasers, car racers, tennis tables, and cowboy game with gun. But did you know that their collection of extreme sports games does not end at just ping pong? That's right, Stinky! In 1999, they published a little piece titled Thrasher Presents Skate and Destroy, developed by Z-Axis Games, a very highly esteemed game developer I'm sure you're all aware of for their masterclass achievements in the interactive realm, such as Madden 96, Aggressive Inline, BMX XXX, and X-Men, the official game, which is officially a piece of dog shit. Alright, so Thrasher is the only game you should give a shit about, but it's good. It's really good. It's janky as fuck, but it's really good. You see, Thrasher was developed around the... Jesus Christ. You see, kids, Thrasher was developed around the same time as a little-known game called Tony Stocks, and both came out in the year of 1999, Anno Domini, the year of our Lord. That was a great year for Pizza Hut. But Tony Stocks came out first, and by the time Thrasher came out later in the year, everyone was already doing 900,000-point dick flip combos and watching all the secret tapes they could jam into their VCR. Tony was taking over the world. I mean, I say skateboard, you say Tony. Tony says, hey kids, show me a dick flip. You say, all right, Tony, how high do you want it this time? Also, Thrasher didn't stand a goddamn chance against the Birdman anyway, because the gameplay is the polar opposite. You got Tony Hawk over here, it's fast, it's clean, it's arcade, it's hot, it's take you to prom, it teach you how to spell with the skate letters. Thrasher, on the other hand, is fucking hard and weird, and it took a much more simulation approach to skateboarding. Like, think of Thrasher as the skate before skate came along and changed analog stick and dick flips forever. But because analog sticks weren't really popping off back in 1999, all the tricks that Skate and Destroy are done with a variety of button combos. Like, for example, triangle is the dedicated flip tricks button, circle is the dedicated spin moves button. Add those two motherfuckers together. It's a frontside flip. And that's what makes Thrasher so goddamn good. The game is just purely based around skateboarding and some iconic skateboarding spots. Nothing else. No other panhandling bullshit. Like when I was in Washington Square Park last week, I saw the monument and I was like, wait, holy shit, that's Thrasher. Wait, what the frick? Am I in video games? What the? I can play that song from Harry Potter. Each level you visit in the game allows you to free skate for as long as you please until you decide to start your run. But look out, young man. If you let that timer run out before you're done doing your dick flips, the copper's going to come and try to take you to the jailhouse. So because of that, you can exit the level whenever you want. Just get the required score and then look for an exit. Go home. Go see Papa. Hey, Dad, what's up? Not much, son. Just playing my recorder. Want to hear something sick? Okay, Dad, son. Or purposely wait for the cop and do tricks in front of him to get extra points, like a rebel to society trying to break down the social constructs of our modern government. Hell yeah, brother. Also, there is a health bar in this game, so if you bail or get smoked by a fucking train, you now have liftoff, because the game has ragdoll physics as well. Which, along with awful character models of Paul Rodriguez, another thing that later appeared in the skate games. Just kidding. Your primary goal is to rise through the ranks of see you later boys by getting brand sponsorships and winning competitions to eventually become a real-life skater boy on the cover of Thrasher magazine. Whoa. But as we all know, a skateboarding video game is nothing without its music, and how's the music in this game? I don't mean to offend any fans of Shaun White skateboarding, but Thrasher has the greatest video game skateboarding soundtrack of all time. I mean, you got Gangstar, Tribe Called Quest, Run DMC, Stetsasonic, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Like, I probably wouldn't even be listening to some of this shit if I didn't play Thrasher so much. So what's really my point with this video, you might ask? My point is to say a little freaking prayer. A little prayer that may hopefully land on the precious earlobe of someone who works at Rockstar. Join me in prayer, please. Rockstar, please once again join the realm of interactive extreme action sports. With a severe lack of Skate 4, the market is primed, ready, and lubed for another skateboarding masterpiece. Rekindle the flame with Thrasher. Rekindle the flame of my life. The dawn is always darkest before the dawn. Donna no beast pacha, my man, Douglas.
He is such a fucking hit.
He's so right, though. The games were night and day, man. Like, seriously, like, so what he's talking about is Tony Hawk, you'd actually push a button and then the left, and you do like a flip check. For Thrasher, you had to hold the buttons and let go. It was a hold button and release. So like as you held the button, you would crouch like you were gonna do an ollie, and then as you let go. So that's where pressure sensitive kind of came in play a little bit, because if you just tapped it, they would do this little flicky thing. Like, Madden. They talked about Madden. Football games became button sensitive because of how hard you could throw the ball. So if you just tap the button, it would do like a Hail Mary, floater. But if you held the button, he would shotgun and freaking just, yeah. So those games were incredible. I kind of say that Thrasher was its own thing. You can't compare it to Tony Hawk because they made it separate. And the fact that it came out right after, it was probably, it was clearly in development at the same time. That's what it was. Is someone's like, we need skateboard games, and they were probably trying to get it out.
Well, Tony Hawk had his namesake behind it, and it was an easier game to play. I played the shit out of Thrasher.
I think the problem is that, for one, Tony Hawk got all of his buddies and other pros, happy 420, to actually sign on. But then he had a couple of guys who left Tony Hawk to go for ESPN skateboarding, like Jamie Thomas, one of the only pro skaters I've ever met, went from Tony Hawk pro skater to ESPN skateboarding.
All right. Well, no doubt we'll do one more, and then we'll probably call it a morning show. Ow! I'm growing hair. I've got like an ingrown hair right there, and if I hit, that'd be careful. Good morning, Zach. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, brother. Ow. Here we go.
Think about the multiplayer experiences you had as a kid. According to my YouTube demographics, I would assume you played some GoldenEye, some Mario Kart 64, perhaps some Magnums on Hang 'em High. A man of sophistication, I see. Capital, yes. It used to be that multiplayer was the opposite of what it is now. Local split screen was a given. It was a no-duh. It was a no-shit. Of course you can use a multi-tap to play Freedom Fighters with 4 people on a PlayStation 2. Why wouldn't you be able to? People are playing video games with each other. Everybody knows that. But wait a second. What the shit is this online stuff all about? Broadband? I hardly know her. Video games advertised that they had online multiplayer as if it was this special abnormality. Because it was. And I mean, it still is this special thing. Online multiplayer is fucking amazing. The fact that I could call my brother, who lives in Colorado, a stink boy while I accidentally throw a Molotov cocktail at him from South Dakota and Left 4 Dead is incredible. It's beautiful. It's Picasso-esque. But is it as good as being able to see my brother's sweet bearded face light up as I call him Stinky while we blast through the Pillar of Autumn and Halo Combat Evolved split screen? No. Hell no. It's not even close. And both of these things should be able to coexist with each other. And they did. Beautifully. For a time. The generation of the PS3, 360, and Wii represented a time where local and online multiplayer lived in harmony. Because while online play was definitely becoming a very normal thing during this time, it was new enough that any game that had a multiplayer was still expected to have a split screen mode, just like the generation before. Yes, you could play through Resident Evil 5 online with your friend Ricky who lives in Tallahassee, but you can also play through Resident Evil 5 split screen co-op with your little brother who lives on the couch right next to you. Maybe don't play that game with your little brother though. Because while online play was this great and convenient thing, developers knew that the optimal way to play Halo was still in Todd's basement with a bunch of dudes screaming obscenities at each other, all while inhaling your brother's farts as he holds a code red in his hand, beckoning to you. Hey kid, cash. Okay, now let's fast forward to now, 2017 AD. How many AAA games do you know of that prioritize split screen on PS4 and Xbox One? Yes, you have the awesome indie games that encourage couch multiplayer like Helldivers, Towerfall, Rocket League. But what about Halo 5? Split screen? No. None whatsoever. After a long lineage of games that thrive on playing on a couch with each other, no split screen whatsoever. What about Overwatch in your dreams? Battlefield 1, a squad-based shooter that really rewards coordination and communication and would probably be amazing with split screen co-op online? What? No. Hell no. What are you, stupid? What, you got dumb brain? Oh, you got bozo brain? Yeah, you got bozo brain for sure. But why? Why has there been this dramatic shift where the only way to play a game with another person is with 2 TVs, 2 consoles, 2 fucking PlayStation Plus memberships, and 2 copies of the same dumbass game? Well, 2 reasons. Focus and money. The focus, let's use these teraflops. Let's make the most beautiful piece of shit ever at 4K. Oh, you want to play with your friends because that's more important to you than the prettiest graphics possible in your dreams, weeb. You know how hard it was to get this game to run with just one person playing it? But that's just the focus. Of course it's hard to make a game run well in 4-player split screen. That's why GoldenEye turns into a fucking PowerPoint presentation when you got chairs exploding, and Mario Kart 8 chops its frame rate in half when you got 4 people playing it. But if the gameplay is good enough, it shouldn't matter if the graphics have to take a dive. If your game still isn't fun, when it doesn't look the fanciest it possibly can with all the particle effects and peen space reflections, then surprise, maybe your game sucks ass and that's bad game design. People still obsessively play Super Smash Bros. Melee on fucking CRTs. You think they do that because it's in 4K, Ultra HDR, penis pump? No, it's because it's fun. And you can do shit like this. The second reason? Money. Why put in the extra time and effort and development to make a split screen mode for Ricky and his little brother to play after school when we could just make it online only? Sell more consoles, sell more games, sell more season passes because people are fucking stupid. And there lies the problem. No one is doing anything to stop Activision from selling these season passes because there's plenty of see you next Tuesdays out there that keep buying this shit. And the ironic thing is that Call of Duty is one of the few series that continues to have local split screen. So I don't know where I am right now.
now.
You know, maybe the gradual shift away from local multiplayer isn't a byproduct of focus or money at all. Maybe it's just the natural evolution for this generation of kids that are constantly connected online with their devices. If everyone is always online, why even make the effort to leave your house? Why? Because it's fun, goddammit. There will never be a replacement for sitting down and actually spending time with your friends in person. Nintendo knows this shit, they always have. They just designed a console that literally turns into 2 separate controllers. Here, let me sum up Nintendo's stance on multiplayer in 3 simple words. 8-player Smash. My thesis statement for this video: online is great and all, but it will never stack up to the real thing. I can't feed my friends a DiGiorno on Discord. Spend some time with your friends this holiday season. Get together and play some games on a stinky couch while you yell the most obscene things at each other. Spoon feed each other Mountain Dew, and for the love of dog, stop blindly buying these season passes. You're better.
I love Mickey Jakey. He's so funny. Good morning, Lumberjack. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Oh, it's been a great ass Tuesday for sure.
Thursday. When you know the nose dabs are working, there's proof from the
For real. Well, on that note, but it is about that time. But it's about that time. Oh man.
Oh, an amazing Thursday morning with all of you. Make sure you spread some love and positivity. Do something nice for a stranger, and we'll see you this afternoon for Dodgeball.
Much love, everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday. Apparently, it's fucking. I still love though. What day is it? January? I don't know. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching. It's been an incredible morning. Great conversation with Nick Saban and Pat McAfee this morning. Great to stay in history. I hope that you're feeling better. Everything's going better for you this morning, Vicki. I hope to see everybody this afternoon chilling in the Cove. We'll play some dodgeball. I think that Mindy was going to close out the raffle, so we'll spin for that this afternoon. And Turf Wars tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you come out. I don't think there's a new Dem with Dad, so I don't know if we'll air that tonight. But we'll keep airing the latest reruns of Dem with Dads as they do them or whatever on Thursday nights from the last week. So make sure you're following everybody on the Cove TV production team. From Man-Bear to Sir Copsalot, Europe for Entertainment. I hope you guys are having wonderful days. Make sure you're following Kelsey Dabbs. Much love, Kels. Make sure you're following Magic from Mac Productions. He's always dropping new shit. He's got things in the works too. Kelsey's got things in the works too. Oh, jeez. That's good. And yeah, I don't know. Hope to see everybody this afternoon for dodgeball. Much love to everybody that helps support the Cove. Cove TV is brought to you by viewers like yourself, and we super appreciate everything that you guys do for the Cove. Much love, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for watching the morning show.
The morning started with a story to share. Vicki B's history brought us there. From lessons past to hope anew, the morning speaker shared wisdom too. Cove TV's been your morning delight, bringing good vibes to start the day right. To all who watched and shared their time, you made this morning simply sublime. Simply sublime. Thank you for watching, you make it bright. Cove TV brings the morning light. From Beanz to Man-Bear, we've shared the groove. With you, the mornings always improve. The mornings always improve. We started the day with coffee in hand, or maybe awake and bake, that's the plan. Your smiles, your laughs, your spirit's so kind. You're the reason Cove mornings shine. you. Wouldn't shine without you. Thank you for watching, you make it bright. Cove TV brings the morning light. From Beanz to Man-Bear, we've shared the crew. With you, the mornings always improve. The mornings always improve. It's more than a show, it's a family we've grown. A place where positivity's always shown. With every sunrise, we'll meet anew. Cove TV mornings are thanks to you. Thanks to you. Thank you for watching, you make it bright. Cove TV brings the morning light. From Beanz to Man-Bear, we've shared the groove. With you, the mornings always improve. The mornings always improve. Thank you for watching. Cold morning shine because of you. Because of you.
Much love, everybody. We'll catch you guys this afternoon.